Before we get started with the video today, guys, I want to let you viewers out there know that only a small fraction of you guys currently watching are actually subscribed to my channel, so make sure to smash that subscribe button for instant updates about videos that I release and other announcements, and also smash that like button to help my channel out. Enjoy the video. Yo, what is up guys? It is Samool here, back with another Should You Pull video. Today I'm going to be going over the current banner that is alongside the Summertime Iseria banner, the Earth Ranger Bellona. Now I'm going to just jump right into it, guys, and not waste your time. So we're just going to go over her skills real quick. Her S3 is going to be a defense break. It goes up to 80% when you max Samool it. It also will be increased by 20% to 100% when you activate this through her S1, which I'll go over in a minute. You'll see at the top here it acquires 3 focus. So yes, Bellona has a focus bar stacking up to 5. And when you hit 5 focus, basically this Razor Wind fan will activate after she attacks. If you soul burn it, very cheap, it will do more damage. This skill just does a lot of damage overall. Pretty above average for an AoE attack, especially for an S3. So it's very, very powerful in PvE as an AoE attack because it also has that nice defense break. Now our S2 is going to be just an AoE attack. It basically will give you immunity as well. That's basically it, unless you use another exclusive equipment which she has, which I'll go over in a second. And her S1 is a single target attack. It acts like a DDJ because the damage will scale with the enemy's max health. So actually this does so much damage against bosses in PvE, especially in Abyss where the boss's HP is super high. So it makes her a very, very powerful single target DPS for Abyss. Now you'll see at the bottom here it says when the caster stack focus is 5 or more. Like I said, you'll use all that focus and activate Razor Wind Fan, which is her S3. So yeah, she is the green Bellona. So similar to SSB, she does have like a focus counter where if it maxes, she will use an AoE ability that has a chance to defense break. So her imprint is going to be nice as well. The team imprint's health percentage, it will come in handy for A13 if you're lacking some tankiness on your DPS and need some help with it. You also have the imprint concentration being attack, so she actually does more damage. One of the better concentration imprints for PvE as well. So Bellona in PvP isn't really used too much. You can actually use her as a like cleave defense breaker. So there's 2 exclusive equipments you can use for cleaving. You can use the increased defense break chance, so her S3 will be 100% chance, even without it activating through her S1. So if you just open the game with Bellona's S3, it has a 100% chance to defense break, given that you don't get 15%ed, and given that effect resist is not taken into account. Also, she can add another effect to S3 instead of that, which will just decrease CR of the enemy by 15%. So it acts like a CR push that can also defense break. That one's not really used as much though, because you mostly run it with Bazaar anyways, because you want him to strip immunities so Bellona can defense break, because she needs help stripping the immunity buff to land the defense break. And then you can also use her S2 exclusive equipment for PvE, which will use so basically her S2 will actually have a strip on it as well. So that's why she's really good for A13. And going with A13 for PvE, yeah, Bellona's really good in A13, guys. She's very, very strong. One of the best DPS strippers as well, dispel. She has a lot of AoE damage for the eggs. She can defense break as well. Very, very nice to have. And her S1 does so much damage to the boss when the boss doesn't have defense buff. So very, very strong in A13. Also very powerful in Abyss for the same reason. Her S1, like I said, scales with max HP. So just does so much damage to bosses, especially when you have defense break on. And she has a defense break on for herself. Also very strong in Raid, where you need a lot of AoE damage. Even single target wise, like I said, a lot of damage to her S1. Also for Queen, she can strip some of the buffs and help you strip, so she's very, very nice to have for PvE. Yeah, also in Banshee, you can use her as a one-shotter. She has really crazy ratios. Yeah, you can use her as a one-shotter. There are better options out there, but if you have Bellona, don't have the other ones. She's actually pretty decent and pretty easy to build, in my opinion. So yeah, very powerful unit, as you can see, being used in a lot of areas of content in PvE. So yeah, I think this unit is going to be an easy pull for like mid-game players, early-game players, after you pull Summertime Iseria, because Summertime Iseria after the buffs looks pretty wild, actually, like pretty strong. But if you have bookmarks to spare, I would pull for Bellona. If you can't get Bellona, it's okay. They're actually good replacements for everywhere she's used in. Like in A13, you can find replacements for her. For Banshee one-shot, there's replacements. You know, for Raid, there's replacements, and Abyss. But the thing is, like, Bellona is so good at those, like, more than one area of content, right? She's good in 4 areas of content. So just getting her, if you can, if you're a mid-game player, will make your mid-game progression a lot easier, because if you gear Bellona, she can be used in a lot of areas of content. But it's not the end of the world if you don't get her, guys. But I do highly recommend mid-game players, early-game players, even late-game players, if you need help in some areas, to actually build her, because she's very, very strong as a PvE unit. And yeah, very, very powerful. For PvP, for cleaving, she's okay, so I wouldn't really pull her for PvP, but for PvE, guys, easy pull for me, very powerful unit. Just make sure you can get Summertime Iseria first, because limiteds come first, and Summertime Iseria looks pretty strong as well. Now, to go over artifact real quick. So the artifact we have alongside Bellona is her own artifact, Iron Fan. Just to be straight with you guys, this artifact's pretty bad. The only usages it really has is on like Pavel for PvP, if you use it to snipe out like Rems, Amelias, and SSBs. And I guess in like Ice Expedition for PvE, it's okay. The only thing is like you can just take Portrait on Pavel, and in Ice Expedition take like Kaladra on your main DPS, and you're fine. You also like need to max out Iron Fan to make it better than the other artifacts. And for Pavel, right, like there's no reason to really take this, because if you draft him against Ice units in RTA, what will happen most of the time is your Pavel just gets banned, because Pavel just will one-shot people. Even if you're not using like too many ice units, like usually a lot of people ban Pavel if he's drafted, because Pavel is only drafted in situations where like one, you're cleaving, or two, like you just have a really good, you know, opportunity to open and just one-shot someone, and in that situation you're just banning him anyways, right? So yeah, this artifact's like okay on Pavel, but why not just take Portrait, right? You're still gonna one-shot that unit anyways, to be honest. Pavel's damage is too crazy. And yeah, like I said, Ice Expedition, you just take Kaladra, and you're fine on whatever DPS you're using. If you're using like Ram, and if you're using like someone else, you can just use like Portrait or, you know, Elya's Knife or whatever, and it's fine as well. So yeah, this artifact's like okay, not that great, pretty bad to be honest. So I would just skip it. If you pull one, you can hold on to it in case it gets reworked, because I'm pretty sure it'll get buffed soon, because no one really ever uses it. But yeah, all the other ones you get, maybe like Powder, or I guess you can, you know, limit break it if you have a lot of powder already, I guess. But yeah, don't buy this with your powder, guys. Don't chase the artifact. Not worth it, guys. Easy skip. So make sure you buy the Summertime Iseria one, though, if you plan to use Summertime Iseria, because she uses her artifact really, really well. So if you want to use Summertime Iseria, you should probably get hers instead of this one. So that's pretty much it for my should you pull, guys. I really hope you enjoyed the video, and make sure, as always, to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. It really helps me a lot, and I will see you guys next video.